Congratulations, Anna, and thank you for your invaluable leadership of the New York Women's Foundation and for your partnership with Sanctuary over all these many years. Good evening. My name is Dennis McInerney, and I am honored to be the president of Sanctuary's wonderful board. In addition to leaders and partners like Anna, another vital person in virtually everyone's journey to a happy and rewarding life is the role model. The person whose example helps us to recognize what's possible and how to achieve that. And the person whose life inspires us to aspire to that possibility. Imagine, if you will, a child living in poverty with violence in the home, who then becomes homeless month after month after month. Imagine that child having the strength to weather those challenges, to work day in and day out to earn scholarship after scholarship after scholarship, and to eventually become a lawyer. Imagine that child becoming not just a lawyer, but a federal judge, named by the American lawyer as one of the 10 judges in the country to watch, based on the feedback from litigators across the country who were asked one simple question: which judge has impressed you the most? And not only that, imagine that child becoming a Deputy Assistant Attorney General, helping to lead the Department of Justice, and a brilliant litigation partner at one of the most esteemed law firms in the world, Cravath, Swaine & Moore, an expert in artificial intelligence, an author, a law school professor, the list goes on and on. I've had the honor of serving alongside that remarkable role model for the last several years, whose childhood experiences drew her to Sanctuary's mission and eventually to our board. She's our next honoree, Katherine Forrest. I first learned of Katherine when she was on the bench, presiding over a very complicated prosecution of a trafficking ring. But the thing that really stood out was how then Judge Forrest handled that case with incredible sensitivity and compassion for the victims, one of whom was a Sanctuary client. Since then, it has been my great privilege to have been able to reach out to Katherine on a number of occasions to tap into that sensitivity and compassion, as well as her incredible intellect and judgment and wisdom. But as grateful as I have been for her exceptional guidance and assistance, what I am most thankful for is that Katherine has been the quintessential role model for Sanctuary's clients, and frankly, for anyone who is struggling to transcend whatever life has thrown their way. Katherine, you are a shining example of what is possible and what can be achieved through steadfast tenacity and composure in the face of all that life has to challenge you with. For that, and for your sage counsel, your generosity, your empathy, and your commitment to Sanctuary's mission, we are thrilled to recognize you with the 2022 Zero Tolerance Award.
Well, I am that child that Dennis described. And I want to thank you, Dennis. Your words were too kind and too generous. Sanctuary is an important organization that I'm proud to have been on the board of, and proud and humbled to be here this evening. I also want to congratulate the other honorees, both women who have done so much and who are so deserving. As Dennis said, I was raised in a house in which violence played a regular role. I know firsthand the complexities that women and their families face when the world is uncertain, dark, and scary. I know what it means to put the knives away. I know what it means to be there when the police arrive, to disinvite my father from my college graduation because he had beaten my mother while she was down, and to have my mother decline to come to that very same graduation out of solidarity with him. Gender-based violence has many facets, its victims have many facets, and there is no one way out. The importance of Sanctuary and its work is that it recognizes these complexities, providing important life-saving services to survivors and their families, including the children who have borne witness, themselves victims. I wish that my mother had had access to a place like Sanctuary, a place that concerns itself with paths out for people facing circumstances that are hard to talk about and much harder to live within. Tonight, I want to accept this honor on behalf of others, on behalf of the people who have worked for and with Sanctuary, many of the employees, the board members, the lawyers, and the volunteers and survivors are here in this room tonight. And it is your work that provides the path out, the lights and the lighting of the way for survivors to become survivors and to find hope. Thank you.